All right, guys, let's get excited. Training camp is finally here for the New England Patriots. It's been such a long offseason. We had the Tom Brady departure, Cam Newton arrival, the draft, the Stidham hype, the Stidham downfall, everything going on this offseason. We're finally here. 2020 season pretty much is getting started this week. Monday, quarterbacks and rookies report. Tuesday, the rest of the team comes. Now, I know that some of the team needs to test negative twice to stay in the facility. They got to do all this COVID stuff. We're probably going to see cases go up. We'll see that. We'll deal with that later. I want to take the time right now to talk about the 5 important things to keep an eye out for the New England Patriots for training camp this year. Number 5, the kicker position. Stephen Gostkowski, it's sad to see him go, but we've seen it over the last couple years. He hasn't been the same kicker. Yeah, he was still one of the top in the league, and Belichick kept him around, I think, for the special teams, kickoffs, and whatnot. The Patriots went into the draft in the 5th round. They end up getting a kicker, Justin Rowhauser. The important thing here is he's got no competition right now. He's a rookie coming in here, no competition right now. We'll see if the Patriots even want to bring somebody else in, whether they're going to roll with him. Hey, I've always been a proponent of Jake Bailey can also be a kicker for you too. So it'd be interesting to see what Justin can do this training camp. Number 4, J.C. Jackson. You need to keep an eye on him because he's an undrafted free agent that came in here to the New England Patriots, made a name for himself, somewhat overshadowed by a Stephon Gilmore or the McCourties, but you know what? Those guys have been getting this guy ready, J.C. Jackson. He's had some great plays. I know some people are saying, well, he needs to get his penalties down, but I like that. He's hard-nosed. I'm going to smash you in the mouth. Guess what? He is an unrestricted free agent after this season. That guy is trying to secure the bag. Might have been overshadowed a little bit because Stephon Gilmore got Defensive Player of the Year, but you should be happy because J.C. Jackson and Gilmore, that's a 1-2 combo. Keep an eye for J.C. Jackson this training camp. Number 3, Damian Harris and the running back situation. My man right here, James White, number 28, he's also an unrestricted free agent coming up this offseason. They got Rex Burkhead signed for a little extension. You got Sony Michel, who's trying to look for a little bounce back compared to last year. And then you got Damian Harris. Damian Harris, who was selected in the 2019 draft. This will be his 2nd year. We're going to see what he can provide on training camp. He's got to claw his way up the depth chart, but he's been working out with Stidham a little bit this offseason. If Stidham is the starter, does that help out Damian Harris? But he's someone that's going to be there competing. He could end up being the James White role down the line if James White decides to leave the New England Patriots. We'll see what happens with that one. Number 2, the Patriots O-line. Last year was abysmal for the Patriots offensive line. You lost David Andrews, you lost both fullbacks, and unfortunately, some injuries kept creeping up here and there, and that did hurt Sony Michel, that did hurt Tom Brady. It just wasn't the same. This year, clean slate. Yes, you don't have Coach Scar, but you have a healthy David Andrews. The Patriots went out and got Dan Vitale from the Green Bay Packers as another fullback. You got Jacob Johnson coming back. Joe Tooney ended up getting franchise tag. They want to keep him on this line. The interesting thing here is what's happening right now. Is there going to be an opt-out this week? We will see. And if that happens, you might want to keep an eye on Yanni Kajust. I see that he's going to have a great training camp and possibly could be a starter on that offensive line. And the number 1 thing to look out for this training camp, you know what I'm going to say. It's the QB battle. It's Cam Newton. It's Jarrett Stidham. I have been pushing this down everyone's throats over the last couple weeks because I want people to understand that Stidham is trying to fight for a job as well. Cam Newton, you guys can say Cam Newton's coming in here, and you can say Cam Newton's got the job. That's cool. You know Stidham's right behind him fighting for a starting job week 1. That's what's going to be great, though, no matter what. They're both pushing each other in their own little ways. And as Drew Lieberman from Sideline Hustle said, they're both alpha males.
They're both going to push each other for sure. They both have that sort of alpha presence. And if anything, regardless of how it turns out, I think they're both going to make each other better.
This is going to be fun because every day Cam Newton might do better than Stidham. Stidham might do better than Cam Newton. But no matter what, it's great for the team. It's great for the offense. It's great for the defense that you have 2 hungry guys. We've not seen this in the last 20 years that someone's trying to fight for that week 1 starting job. It's always been Brady. We haven't seen this in a long time, so this is going to be great to see that. We'll see how training camp goes. Cross your fingers. Hope everything goes well. And hopefully we start week 1 on time.